Hi, I'm Freak Boy, and welcome to Freak Boy Runs. Just a quick stop under the street lamp to give an intro to today's threshold run. It's 10 by, 1 kilometer with 2 minutes rest in between. I'll probably do 2.5. It's what I've been doing recently, is extending my rest periods by about 30 seconds to make sure I get my heart rate down. And yeah, I've got to finish my warm up here. Another maybe 1 kilometer of warm up, and then 2 kilometers at marathon pace before I start the threshold, and then those 10 by 1 kilometer. So that's the plan today. As you can see, dark again. Deja vu. I will probably pull the camera out maybe somewhere towards the end of the session and give you guys an update. Alrighty, back to the warm-up. Cheerio. I'm halfway done. My stupid announcements on my Garmin aren't working. So normally I would have my pace and heart rate announced every minute so I could adjust incrementally when necessary. They're not working. I can see my heart rate on my watch. I can't really tell my pace. So, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
So I have to run strictly by feel, and so maybe that's a good thing. You know, get over my dependence on those announcements. I don't know. Also get used to the idea of running by feel is good. So the long and the short of it is, I have no idea how fast I'm running these intervals, but I am getting to the right heart rate target. So we'll just have to check after and see how consistent the paces are, or if I'm slowing down as I go along. Okay. Just another 30 seconds or so left in my rest here, so away you go. Almost done. I think maybe about 30 seconds. The quit was with me almost the whole way, but I didn't. Okay, just about. .01 miles left. That's it. Yeah, it was hard. Humidity's back up, temperature's back up, difficulty's back up. Oh, okay. How about I catch my breath and then come back? All right, I think I have my breath back now. Yeah, that was tough, but I chunked it, meaning I just broke it up into pieces and focused on doing that chunk of it that I was in, and then I moved on to the next chunk, and that helped me avoid the quit. I wish I knew what was wrong with my watch. I really do like having those announcements in my headphones every minute. It helps me from having to look at my watch so much, and you know, for the heart rate, and gives me a clue on the pace. If I'm going too fast, I need to slow down. I know it before my heart rate is telling me, because the heart rate's kind of a lagging indicator. So anyways, I'll reboot my watch and reboot my phone and play around with it and see if I can get it working again. It has been doing this off and on for a long time. It's starting to get more often now, and it's morning, and it's really annoying me. Okay, I'll see you guys on Tempo Thursday. I got maybe 30 seconds left on the tempo session. It was 4 by 2 kilometers with 1 minute rest in between. That minute sure felt short. Oh boy, there we go. Yeah, that minute really felt short, but it went pretty good, with one little exception. My left glute is starting to bother me. This began on Sunday with my last long run. It hasn't been bothering me while I run, only when I sit for long periods. So I was not so much ignoring it, but not being concerned with it with respect to my running. Now I am a little bit concerned. So we're gonna have to see what happens on the long run on Sunday. I think that's just an 18-mile effort with 15K worth of hot spots. So, how about I throw you back in my pocket for now, and we'll see you on Sunday for the long run. Sound good? Cheerio. It's Saturday, not Sunday, so not my long run yet. It's the weekend of the balloon festival. You can maybe just see a couple of balloons at the top of the tree line there, inflating. But I have a feeling there might be a little bit too much wind today for them. I think they should have been launched by now, but oh, maybe I'm wrong. Looks like one might be going up. Let's see. Let's see if they actually launch. I hope so. That's a cool one. Teardrop shape. The red and blue stripes. I like that. I'll just keep the camera running. Here comes one over the tree line. And there's several more. I'm not sure if I'm pointing the camera at it or not. Another teardrop shaped one, haven't seen that one yet. Good morning. This will be cool. Hey there. Just got started on the long run. Today's effort is going to be approximately 30 kilometers. I say approximately because I may add or subtract just slightly to that depending on how I'm feeling. This is my last of the big long runs, and I'll be practicing my fueling again. I'm using some gels today. I've used them before. They're still my Goo Roctane gels, but it's a flavor that I had intermingled within all the other flavors before, but it's got caffeine in it, so I decided to try. Actually, there's two flavors I'm doing today. One has a little bit more caffeine than the other, but they both have caffeine. So I'm just gonna see how I feel taking only the caffeinated gels today. If that gets me buzzing too much, then I'll back off. If it seems okay, then I'll use them for the race. One of the reasons I may go slightly less than 30 kilometers is I don't know what's going on. This Camelback is brand new, but and for the first, I don't know, I'd say at least 4 or 5 times I used it, it was fine. But it's starting to rub me in a spot on my back. Come to think of it, I probably should have just put some of the ProGlide stuff, anti-chafing stuff on there, but I didn't think of it. Anyways, if that starts getting painful, I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. Maybe lose the pack. I'm not sure. I won't be using it during the race, but I do need the hydration during my long run. Anyways, it's second day of the Hot Air Balloon Festival but I think I'm probably starting a bit too late to see the balloons. I'm going to be down way at the south end of the park by the time they launch. So I don't know, I guess it's possible I may see the tail end of it when I get back to this end on my first loop. We'll have to see. So okay, let's catch up somewhere in the middle. Give you guys an update on how my back is doing with this camelback and how my legs are doing for the long run. See you in a few secs. Good morning. I've got the first hotspot done now. Feel not too bad, although pace has taken a bit of a hit from the heat. That's fine. We adjust as necessary. Not sure if the balloons have taken off yet. Can't see any from here, but I'm still kind of far away. My Garmin has been acting up on me and not giving me my audio prompts, and I can't figure out how to get it back into the state where it tells me my pace and heart rate, which I've come rather accustomed to. But I guess it might be a good thing to get used to it now in case it happens in the race. Okay, I don't want to let my heart rate drift up too high in this rest-ish period. So, back you go in the pocket. Cheerio. Second hotspot done. About halfway through the session. Starting to feel it in that left glute. That was one of the other reasons I might change the length of the session. We'll just have to see how it goes from here on out. I got 7 more kilometers of marathon effort to do. And 9 more miles. So let's go. Let's finish off the build block and get into the taper. Oh. That was tough. I would say that was the most difficult long run of build block 2. Mostly because of the heat. I guess also partially because of the fatigue of a long training cycle through the heat of the summer. Difficult build block. Yeah, I faded a lot as I went through, especially the second half of this long run. And as the temperatures rose, I had less and less energy. I'm not even going to bother checking my splits on my phone. They were a lot slower than the last couple of weeks. And yeah, I imagine probably slower than the last couple of comparable sessions from previous training cycles. But there were positives, you know, besides the fact that I got through it. I'm done build block 2 and I start the taper tomorrow. The first week of the taper still has a little bit of a challenge to it, but it's a reduction. I got a threshold session, I think just 14 kilometers on Tuesday, no tempo this week, and then my long run a week from today is only 14 miles. So yeah, it's gonna give me a bit of a break, and then the 2 weeks after that it starts ramping down considerably more. The other positives were I pretty much nailed the fueling. I got my salt tabs in exactly when I was supposed to. Hydration was pretty much constant and regular, and I have a little bit left over like last week for my walk, so that's nice. Yeah, and you know, I got through it. I did have some quit in me. Probably the last quarter of it was a lot of talking myself into just doing the next kilometer. Just get the next one done, just get the next one done. And then finally I was finished. So yeah, just glad it's done. Balloons didn't fly today. I was suspecting they might not. The wind was a little bit stronger than usual right off the bat. Yeah, so a little windy, hotter than normal, and I started probably 30 minutes later, so I ended up with more heat than I could have if I had been able to get going a little bit earlier. But all in all, I feel pretty good. The left glute, yeah, it was bugging me. I don't think it was hurting as much as last week. Starting to feel it basically in both hamstrings. Just tightness, not feeling like it was injury, no type of sharp pains, just starting to ache a little bit. The taper is going to do that well. I'm going to have to take the massage gun and try and hammer that left glute a little bit, and maybe my left hip. Maybe focus on it with the whatever you call it, the ball that I've got for trigger point massage, and see if I can get it to calm down before I have to really push it 3 weeks from now. So yeah, that just occurred to me by saying those words. Chicago is 3 weeks from today, and I'm also really excited because my niece Jory Lynn is going to be joining me, which is so cool. It'll be the first time I've had a family member be able to come to a race, and yeah, that's going to be special. So I'm really happy about that. So it's less than 3 weeks from today that I head to Chicago. I'm going on the Thursday. So I'll be there for a couple of days before the race to get settled and hopefully get my carb load done right, and hopefully get some better rest than what I did in Boston. That was, I think, my big downfall in Boston was my complete lack of sleep for 3 or 4 nights before the race. So, come on, dude. Man, got on a bike riding right at me. Some of these guys, I don't know what's wrong with them. Yeah, so I think that's going to be enough for today. I once again needed a little bit of time to unwind and relax and let my body and my brain calm down after a pretty tough session. So if you've been enjoying the content, please do all that stuff down below. That is like, that is subscribe, that is comment, and even share if you dare. And until next time, when Freak Boy runs, embrace the misery. Freak Boy out.